Welcome to another episode of Battling with Stu. We're back in Starter Kit 3. We've got armor on the way. We've got a KV-2 right here. We've got a Panzer 35 here. Let's see which one beats the battle out. I think you could probably tell which one's going to win. I want to say that this is more of like an introductory scenario in terms of learning. There's a lot of learning going on in this scenario. George is a newer player to the Starter Kit series and to the ASL in general. So I took a lot more time going over to hits, smokes, movement points, movement factors, you know, destroying armor, shock, you name it. This scenario pretty much has absolutely everything you need to exhibit and see how armor works in a scenario. Ammo types, including smoke, vulnerabilities of the tanks, how infantry can possibly destroy the tanks, although we did make an error right in the beginning of the game, but you'll see that directly. Small pieces of armor, large pieces of armor, mortars versus armor, ATRs versus armor, artillery versus armor, infantry versus armor, everything armor, armor, armor. We've got movement, we've got motion, we've got smoke, we've got turret changes, you name it, it's in here. So it's a good learning scenario. I was getting my butt kicked at the beginning, as I usually do, but you'll see how the scenario develops and how the game as a whole is processed. And so I think it's a really good example of just using armor and learning the armor rules, and we go very slowly, step by step, and hash those numbers out because you're looking up numbers all day. Anyway, let's get to it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did, although the first turn, we could forget about the first turn, but let's go for it. Thanks for watching. So early battles with victory conditions set up top. Germans win if they control greater than or equal to 4 buildings on board V, which is this building here. And they have to control 4 of those buildings there. ELR is pretty good for the Germans, about average for the Russians. Russians have a 76mm AT gun, not AT gun, but artillery piece that is hidden somewhere on board. I think you start, you set up on hex row 7 and north, right? So have hex row 7 and above. I believe that's where you set up. Germans enter off board. They have 3, 6, like 9 squad, 12 squads of varying capacities. Just a couple of elite units, a couple machine guns here and there, and a whole slew of tanks, whole slew of weak tanks. The biggest thing in the game will be the, of course, the big fat +2 to hit modifier, KV-2. And then the BT-7, which is in the center of the map, and then the hidden artillery piece. So I think it should be pretty interesting. Hopefully it won't be, you know, snooze fest. So anyway, I think we can get things going, right? I don't think there's anything left to do. I think I got enough stuff to set up. So my setup's already done. They're just kind of progressed off board. I guess I can do that way, but I'm not going to worry about it. So I was, oh, there was something I was looking at. Oh, there's no deliberate, I believe, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, there's no deliberate immobilization in Starter Kit. So I can't deliberately try to immobilize essentially the KV-2 because that's the only real way to be able to handle him because his armor is so high. You just have to hit him and then equal the to kill value on whatever to kill table you're looking at, and 20 and 37 and 75 stars, probably not that impressive. But there's no deliberate immobilization, which is a little different, which I'll have to think about how I'm going to deal with that thing. I'm going to worry about that later. I'm going to try to avoid him early, worry about him later. That's all we can do. So let's go to the rally phase. The rally phase, I will have no rallies to do off board. And I don't think you'll have anything either. Oh, cool. Kirchhoff and Petrov. Very good. Love it. Hey, we only have 2 liters each, huh? That's just dumb. I need some more leaders. I need some more leaders on my side. So nothing in the rally phase, nothing in the prep fire phase, obviously, because I can't fire from off board. So we'll go strictly straight to the movement phase. All right, we shall. BT7, he is the Panzer IIF. Panzer IIF shall enter here for 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead.
4.
Can that squad try to immobilize that tank?
Immobilize him with what?
Like we do in classic squad leader?
No. No.
Ah.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. And then we can go 6 here.
That's an overrun.
There's no overrun in SK.
Okay. So I can I can fire with him with my anti-tank rifle.
Which rifle is that one? The one at EE5?
Yep.
Yeah, you could take a shot there.
So I'm taking a shot. So how do we go about this? I have the rat tables.
The rat tables, you can use the tables in the you can just use the tables in the game here. It's pretty much the same basic to hit. All the same to hits are going to be the same. They're not going to change any to hit values. It's just that 90% of these are not going to be used in the regular game, in the starter kit game. So your base tech. Well, if you want to go by the regular table, you've got an ATR. The base to hit is 10 for 1 to 6 X's, and 9 or 8 if you're using a red to hit numbers. Who the heck uses a red to hit numbers on ATR? I guess it's if it's captured. Still doesn't make sense. So
I should be looking at the ordnance to hit table?
Right, because you're firing the ATR as a piece of ordnance. Let me close my door for real quick.
So all I have to do now to get the to-hit table is look at the target type, which is a vehicle. The range is 0 to 6. 0 to 6. And I need a 10 or less.
He's moving small, so that adds values to that.
Okay.
So moving, he'll be... Go ahead.
Moving is +2.
Moving is +2.
Small... Yeah, I see that. That's footnote J. I'm foresighted. Acquired target. Target using hazardous movement. Target size modifier. Target size modifier. Another +2.
It's +1. He's only got 1 circle. Where do you see the target size modifier on that one?
Is it footnote P or?
Well, I'm looking on the regular chart. So on here, it would be P. Yeah. Target size modifier. It's -2 to +2. So your KV2 is a 2 easier to hit. So it's a -2 to hit to the dice roll. And mine is a +1 to hit because I have a 1 circle. I have the little white circle on him.
So that makes it 7 or less.
It looks like a 7 or less.
And I click on the TH button.
Yeah.
Oh, makes it.
So it's a 4, and mark your unit first fired. And then the vehicle to kill table, assuming they're exactly the same. The ATR to kill is Russian ATR is a wow, what? Five,
6 or less.
6. Let's see. I'm trying to see how they see they add in the to kill modifiers. Like if you're close or ranged, it's like +1 to kill, so it's gonna be +1, so that would be a 6. But they have a 7 on here. Oh, Russian ATR, yeah, 6. There we go. 6 for the Russian ATR here, so it's 7. They already add the +1 in, being a Russian ATR, and then my armor is 3, so you would need a 4 to equal the to kill number.
Okay. So TK. Nope. One too many.
5. So that is a non-HE greater than 1 to hit, greater than 1, or 1 greater than final to kill number, which is what you rolled. So it's a possible shock. Yay. So he does. I can't do anything more than now. I actually need the shock counters. Let's see if I have them up in here. Not there. Possible shock. Well, there's shock. Oh, possible shock. I think I have to roll. That's right. Let me look it up real quick. It's been a while. Possible shock. I think I have to roll a morale check or task. Essentially, it's a task check. Vehicles, shock. I just want to double check. Don't want to screw too much stuff up here because of the changes between the two. All right.
Oh, there's a counter there. It says shock button up 1, 2, okay, 3 to 6.
Right, that's when it's shocked. But this is a possible shock.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, and I want to dig through the SK rules, which I haven't read too extensively, obviously, because they're the SK rules, and I just haven't been there that much. So that's to kill. That should be in the regular, in the vehicles. Should be in the vehicles. Sorry about that. See, you got like a bog. Bog? Where's my bog? To kill process. There we go. A shock possibility occurs whenever a non-MG, non-HE to kill dice roll, which is an ATR's neither of those, is 1 greater than to kill number of an AFE. Such an AFE must take a normal morale check, which technically it's like a task check, not really morale check, so I hate that the verbiage. Failure of which only results in the placement of a shock counter. An automatic shock is caused when it equals the kill number. So, all right, very cool. All right, so possible shock, and I don't know if they have German, well, crews are typically like on their elite level, so I'm assuming he's going to have an 8 morale level. So let's do a morale check on that, and he will have an 8, so that's a pass. So he is not shocked. That was just a possible shock. But I'm not sure if that specific line is here in SK, but I'm assuming that it is. I'm going to assume that it is.
Okay.
Because changing that was kind of fundamental to the game. So he is first fired, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 movement points. These are movement points, not movement factors. Movement points. And then anything else?
Not yet.
Okay, I will attempt a smoke discharger from that Panzer 2F, and it is a smoke discharger 7 value. And so since he is buttoned up, it's a +1 to that. And so I have to roll a 6 to place a dispersed smoke in that hex. So that, I'll just roll 2 dice, 6 and 2. So that will drop a dispersed smoke counter in that hex, if I can find one. Oh, where's the smoke? It's got to be right here, right?
There's no residual fire, right?
No residual fire, nope. And so that costs 1 movement point to do that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the smoke. And then I will go 8, 9. And then I will stop for 10. No fire?
Nope.
Okay, and then I will fire my 20L and my coaxial machine gun point blank on your 447, the LMG, in DD5. So that'll be an 8 + 1 because he's point blank and he's had for moving, but he's not moving, but he has moved. He's stopped. He's a stopped vehicle, so he's not quartered. If I was still moving, per se, if I was still in motion versus moving, I am still considered moving. But if I was in motion, which means non-stopped, I would have it again. So which would only be like 4. So doubled for point blank, and halved for being a vehicle that hasn't moved during this turn. So that's going to be 8+1. And that's a 6 on the 8, which will be probably a 1 morale check. Yes, a 1 morale check. Oh, nice. And nothing happens with that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll just stay right there. We'll just stop right there. 10. And then the next unit will move. Okay, we'll go 1 in FF10, 2, 3.
Go ahead.
4.
Go ahead.
Smoke dispenser again for the 2F. I need a 6. No smoke dispenser, no expenditure of movement points if I fail. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll stop for 7 movement points. And then we're going to fire on your ATR for 8+1. 7 on the 8 chart is a 1 morale check. Wow, you are just... This is crazy.
I can't fire back again, right? Can I?
No.
Eh.
Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stop. 8 to start. And let's see, let's go 9. 10. 11. 12. 13.
Okay, I'll fire there.
Okay.
So if I'm firing, I unconceal my infantry.
Yes, if you're firing the artillery piece, it has to be known.
Okay. And how do I unconceal my?
You have to highlight him and unhip.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he's way up there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has a star behind him.
5, 6, 7.
He's still moving, right?
I'm still considered a moving target.
So it's +2 for moving. And he has a star. He has a star.
Right, so on
counter.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There's no modifier because it's between 7 and 12.
Well, you're firing on the, let's see, if you go by this chart here, your ordnance to hit. So you are a star weapon, 7 to 12, no modifiers. You are firing at a vehicle, which is
moving in low profile.
Why do they have 6? They have 6 on the to hit chart in the SK. 3 to 6 is 6. +2. That's interesting. Is that errata? Is that no? All the Russian vehicles are 6s. They drop off at 7 to 12. Shouldn't they drop off at? I guess they drop off at 7 to 12. Infantry. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Vehicle target type. My bad. I'm looking at infantry target type.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 to 12. You need a base 8, and so I am moving, which drops it to a 6, and my small target size makes it a 5.
Okay. So 2 hit. Whew,
So you hit
right
with a
on the
5.
butt.
That's pretty good. Pretty good shot. So that's a 76 to kill. 76 asterisk to kill.
So if we look at the 2 kill table, 76 star, right?
Yeah, you need a base 9, and that's a side shot, so that's a 1 armor. This should be an easy kill.
2 kill.
Yep. And there's no blazes, and so it just
Start
dies.
it.
So, oops.
There's no crew survival?
Yeah, I get a crew survival. There's just no blazes.
Okay.
It will turn into a wreck, and the crew survival on the 35T is 4. Oh, nothing on that one. Wow, good. That at least gives me a +1 hindrance now. That's not a bad spot to die, to be honest with you. So you have rolled, what'd you roll? You rolled a 4, so you are first fired.
Oh. First fire.
Okay, so we'll go with the next vehicle.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop for 8. And then we'll fire. Wow. Yeah, we'll fire machine guns on your 447 with the ATR. 8 + 1. 1 morale check again. God, man. All right, we'll fire the 37 there as well to hit. There'll be a lot of modifiers because I moved. Let's see, fire based. Essentially, it's going to be buttoned up +1. You're +1 for being in the woods. It's +2, and firing advanced fire phase +2 for that. Let's see. It's not in the advanced fire phase, so +2 for moving. Oh, bounding fire, here it is. So in advance or bounding first fire, it's less than, let's see, 3. And let's do +4 for my vehicle. So +5 for button up, +6 because you're trainer effect modifier. So I need super low. But I'll get an acquisition. Can't get an acquisition on that because it's bounding first fire, not a gyro. But anyway, man, that's not very good. And yeah, that's not good at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop for 8. Stop for 8. Where do I want to take this guy? Oh, okay.
Is there bypass movement in Stargate?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. 8. So we shall start up again for 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's see, 8. Man, I don't want to do that. I think he'll just stay there for 8. We'll just go stay there. Okay, we'll move the next unit. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think moving into vehicles plus an additional 1. Pretty sure that starter kit's plus additional 1. I'm going to add one for it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop.
Go ahead.
Stop for 10. And then fire point blank on CC5. 8+1. A morale check. There we go. That'll be casualties and ELR failure. About time. Holy smokes. It's ridiculous.
ELR first? Do I ELR him?
Yeah, you ELR him, and then you casualty reduce him.
That's HOB, right? ELR?
Alright.
Did I do that?
Yeah, he goes from the first line is conscript, and then go ahead and reduce him down to a half squad. And he's broken, of course.
How do I reduce him to a half squad now?
You right click, you click on him, and it says squad, half squad. Yeah, and then break him.
And break. There you go.
No sound, huh?
Hold on. M marker goes on top. There you go.
We broke one unit and lost the tank for it. Let's go with the all right. We'll go with the other vehicle. We'll start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Go on.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Go on.
11.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have my turret go that way. 12, 13.
Okay, I will fire you, fire upon you on that end.
Okay.
And there's nothing the infantry can do against your tanks.
I don't think so right there. Yeah, I think you might be able to do close combat reaction fire attack. That might be possible. But I'm not sure how they nullify that in starter kit though.
So we can first fire the tank. And that's BTR 70, I believe?
BTR 7, yep.
Okay, so the range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And motion +3 modifier?
+2 for motion, right? And that's it.
And +1.
No size in that guy.
That's it.
But his turret's face you a little bit. I guess it really doesn't matter.
Okay, so that's 8 or less.
Plus you're buttoned up.
Oops, button up. Button up. I want to guess. So
buttons up +1.
+1?
Yeah.
So 7 or less.
I think so, yeah. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I think so, yeah. Range of 6?
Yeah.
Sure. We'll go with it. I don't see your dice roll. Oh, there you go. Wow, it's delayed. God, man, your rolls are ridiculous. Okay, go ahead. That is a 45L. It's probably going to kill it. That is a hull hit. So either way, it's going to increase the armor to 3. You hit the hull, so the hull side is... Oh, that's upper structure, so it's 2. Sorry. The upper structure is... turret side. So it's a hull hit, so it's going to be a 2, because I think it's on the side. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But your 45L is pretty good to kill.
So let's see, vehicle to kill. 45L.
Yeah, it's what? 10, just APC. Oh, APC. So it's a 10 minus the armor of 2, so it makes it an 8.
You never know what's going to happen. 2 kill.
Yeah, all right.
7.
And roll for survival. No survival on that. And he's first fired. God, man, I can't. Alright, well, this is going to be a quick game. So there is a tank there. Couldn't break any of your infantry with 8+1 shots. Morale checks. Alright, we'll move some infantry then.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna go. We'll go. I need some smoke there. We'll go 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, then we are going to counter exhaust this one unit here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can fire on him there.
Yeah.
So the 4, 2, 6. Well, first fire on your unit in DD8.
Okay.
So that's a 4. That's a marsh.
That is not a marsh. That is a brush.
Is it a hindrance?
That is a hindrance.
So that's 2 hindrances in the way. That's +2.
Oh wow, the streaming stopped for some reason. Yeah. No, it's only 1 because you don't add the one I'm in. You only add the hindrances
Okay.
that are between.
Non-unsolved movement -1. First fire moving in the open -1. So that's a total modifier of -1.
No, he's not in the open.
Oh.
Any hindrances negate the open, and the non-assault movement is negated by the CC8. So that'd be a 4 even.
A 4 even. And the IFT. It's 5. 5 on the 4.
I don't know why I can't hear myself. That's irritating.
So 1 morale check.
And of course he breaks because he's elite. Alright, and your residual will be... You tell me what the residual would be.
2.
Is there anything that will affect the residual?
A hindrance.
Right.
So 2 going to 1 down to 1. It's a 1.
Right. Alright, units behind him. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take the 1, 1 minus 1.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, can you roll nothing higher than lower than a 6? Alright, these guys all break. Uhl, morale check. He's good. 4, 6, 7. Breaks. Breaks.
ELR 11.
This is what I did to my opponent, okay. And you can subsequent first fire the infantry if you wanted to.
Okay, so it would be final fire.
Now I can't even hear you.
Okay, so you were talking about final first fire the squad.
Yeah, you could subsequent first fire. Yeah, you could subsequent first fire that guy that's under the blown up tank.
To the same hex.
Yeah, because he's the same distance than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
If the tank was in his hex, then he couldn't fire that. But
so that would be a 2 firepower factors, right?
Yeah, 2, and then with the hindrances and everything like that. Be 2 even.
Okay. 2 even?
Yeah, this Twitch is really annoying
so
as
that
hell.
would be final fire, right?
Yeah.
So I delete that. And put him under final fire. 2 even at the same hex.
Right.
Missed, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just going to run this guy forward. He'll go 2, 4, 6.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
I can fire him at him there. I believe I can fire at him over there.
You could fire the final fire guy, you could fire anybody else you wanted to, guys. Right. But you have lots of fire opportunities. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with Twitch.
Okay, so the squad would be what, 2 doubled for point blank would be 4.
Which squad?
The final fire squad?
Yeah, he'll be 4. He'll be halved and doubled.
Okay. Infantry fire table.
And it's going to be a morale check against you.
Okay. First, the morale check?
No, your dice roll will double as your morale check.
Okay. There goes the IFT.
Holy shit.
I cowered.
That's at least good one thing. So it's on a 2 chart, a 5 on the 2. Is that a 1 morale check? I can't believe it. This is crazy. 1 morale check, yay. These guys all break. 7, 7, 6, 6, 7, 6, 6, 7. 7, 6, 6, 7. Oh my god. Alright. He'll, wow, this game's just about over too. Wow. Everyone's broken but this guy. Alright. Yeah, this game's just about over. I can't even break your units with 8 firepower plus 1s. And all those guys are gonna get destroyed next turn, so alright.
In DD5, the LMG can fire on Colonel Ham.
Yep. He'll have a 100s.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be a 6. Up 1.
Up 1 for what?
For the brush.
Okay, and what else?
I have no clue why I would have another modifier on that.
The hindrance.
Okay.
And then so the non-assault movement?
Oh, non-assault movement is minus 1?
He's still moving, yeah. He's still moving.
Okay. So it cancels everything out, so it's 6 even.
Right.
On the IFT. There.
And that'll break your gun. Alright, we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4 as a stack.
Okay.
And I'll move my other tank. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just go 6. Stop. Fire machine guns point blank. 8 plus 2. No effect. And we're done.
Done movement?
Yeah.
Vehicles block line of sight, correct?
They do not block line of sight. They're hindrances, but they've moved, so they're not. So they're not going to be adding anything to it. They have to be non-stopped. So all those will not create hindrances until after the after the defensive fire phase.
Okay. Final fire on the 2 units in EE9. That's a 4.
Okay.
Plus 2. Plus 1 for the woods and plus 1 hindrance for the tank.
No, the tank had moved, so it doesn't count as hindrance.
So it's 4 plus 1.
4+1. Next turn, during your prep fire phase, it'll be 4+2.
Okay.
Okay, 4+1.
Gotcha. You missed.
Wow, the whole stack.
I don't. Mm-hmm.
Jesus, I have no units that are available. Yeah, I don't know on my video. Go ahead.
Yep. I can also fire the MG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crap. 1, 2. Oh. Let's see. What the heck? Final fire.
DD9?
Yep. You want to check ASLSK?
Yeah, CC9 will barely clip it.
Okay.
So it will barely. Actually, I thought it was going to be clear, but it will clip it at CC9 right on the bottom right hand side. So
it's not clear?
It is not clear.
Okay. Fire in any case?
Ooh, almost.
Almost.
Edit stream info.
And then we got the mortar. The mortar. That will clip it as well. Unless I fire at DD8. Okay. It looks like I can fire at DD8. You can check the LOS if you want.
Nah, you get to check it. You have to announce whether you're firing or not. Because if it's blocked, then you had to roll.
Yeah, I'm announcing that I'm firing.
Okay, go ahead and check it. A DD8.
Mm-hmm.
It's the stack of blown up dudes. Okay. Now, if you cross through Z2, your own tank will hinder your fire because you're not moving. So you're firing a DD8. Let's check the LOS.
Yeah.
DD8, range of 11, and it will only clip your tank. So your tank will add a +1 hindrance.
Okay. The hindrance affects the 2 hit or 2 kill?
To hit.
Okay, and what was the range on that?
11. So it's going to be 7 to 12. It's going to be area target type, so it'll be a base 7.
All right, so it's an 8 or 7 or less.
Right.
Okay, to hit.
6 will hit, and you'll get rate.
Okay, so that's a 50. Now we look at the IFT, right?
Right.
A 50 is a 6.
And you have it for being a mortar.
So that goes down to 2.
Right, because you fire in the area target type.
Okay. 2 plus 1 or?
No, he's just in brush.
Okay. So on the IFT now.
Right.
I think that's a miss. Oh, it's a PTC.
PTC, good. I only have 1 unit that's alive, and he's okay.
Okay, and I fire again because I have rate of fire.
With a -1 to hit. So now you need an 8 to hit. What'd you roll for? You rolled a 6 to. What'd you roll last time?
6.
You rolled a 6 to hit. Yeah, that's what you needed to hit. Okay, now you need a 7 to hit because your -1 is countered by the tank. Yeah. So.
Okay. That's not good.
That's just a hit. And then you could flip the acquisition marker over to -2.
Okay. Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah, that's just a hit. You gotta hit him before you can do damage to him.
And I roll on the IFT again.
Right. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, this game's about over. I can't even get out the gate. That's ridiculous. So what is that on the 2 chart?
It's a 1 KA.
A 1 K? No, it's a K1.
K1.
Yeah, because you're not on the 6 chart. You're on the 2 chart. So it's a K1. Boom. So who gets it? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go top to bottom. Bottom guy gets a K1, so he will go a squad. And then everyone else takes a 1 morale check. Top to bottom. Break. Fine. 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 Not too bad.
I still have a rate of fire, or it was all good?
Yeah, what'd you roll to hit?
Pardon?
What did you roll to hit?
You rolled a tax check. I rolled a 3. But I rolled it on the IFT table.
Okay.
Right after your tax check.
So you're fine. So that's the rate of fire.
Hold on. Yep. So I rolled 2 hit again. And now I have -2.
Uh-huh.
2 hit.
And that will miss by 1. Because you're only -1, so you need an 8 to hit.
Okay.
Alright, is that it for your defensive fire?
Yes, sir.
Okay, advanced fire, my tanks have already fired. No advanced fire. I'm just gonna go to route phase.
Okay.
I don't want to
You're
bother.
up first.
Let's see. Visual, defensive fire. And my entire force just backs up. I'm moving it back, but this guy's not moving backwards. I'll just move him back here, but he doesn't route, obviously. And they'll just get nope, yep, they'll just go right there. That's it for my route. You get a route. Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Great. No quickies. Route, let's see, hold on. Route phase, advance phase. We'll just advance here. We'll advance there. And that's it.
Okay.
We have no ambush there, but we do have a close combat. So I'm a 1-to-1 because we're not in the woods or buildings, so it's a 1-to-1 attack in the close combat phase. And I will kill your unit. What's up with the dice bot? The last couple of games, it's just been like 3s and 2s the whole game. A little bit much.
We don't. There's no ambush.
No.
Okay.
Tell me why there's no ambush.
Hold on 1 sec. Let's take a look at the ambush.
Okay.
Oh, IFT. Hit a battle.
Because my mic says it's going. I could hear you. Yeti stereo, it's right there. Boom. And you can hear me, so it's transmitting.
Yeah. Let's see what is ambush all about here. Heat of battle. Cause. Ambush. Enemy die roll by at least of 3.
No, you're ahead of yourself.
Don't recall. Don't know.
It should be before that.
I don't got it.
No, look right in the beginning, ambush. What qualifies for ambush? How do you qualify for ambush?
by at least 2, if not eliminate attacker at night. Less than enemy die roll modifier by at least 3. I have the rat chart. So
what page you got? Oh no! You don't use rat charts. It's not going to tell you. The rat charts aren't the rules.
Okay,
But you have to, because you have to know the qualifiers for them, and the rat chart doesn't list the qualifiers. Well, it might. I don't know. Actually, I own the rat charts, but I don't use them. What page are you looking at? Just the ambush? Oh, it's the ambush. Yeah, it's not gonna have it there. Look in your if you have starter kit, look in your starter kit rules for your ambush, and I will tell you what section it's in.
Where are my bookcase?
It is. Oh, it should be in close combat. Let's see.
I got the book here.
Look at page 17. 3.8.
Page 17. The starter kit 1 or?
It'll be the same. The starter kit 3. It'll be the same rule though.
Rule 17?
17. Page 17, middle column, bottom paragraph. And check it out. Tell me what you read. Because you'll have to know this. You have this stuff should be popping right up. There's well, in starter kit there's only 2 terrain types where you have to roll for ambush.
Oh. So we're not in the right terrain type.
Correct. What terrain type do you need to be in?
Whenever infantry advances into close combat in a woods or building, hex and ambush can conceivably occur. There. Got it. So we're in brush, we're not in woods or buildings, so there is no ambush.
Correct.
Okay.
So it just goes straight to close combat phase.
Okay, so I can roll on CC.
You roll on the close combat, CC.
There.
So we both kill each other. Actually, your 2 will generate a leader. Well, theoretically, it'll generate a leader. I'm just going by the ASL rules. Okay. It will generate a leader, and therefore you'll have a 1 more firepower. So your firepower will be a 5, but I rolled a 3 anyway. So what that will do is it will change my close combat attack instead of 1-to-1 to a 1-to-2, but my 3 and a 1-to-2 will still kill you. So we don't need to pull the leader out. We don't need to roll for leader creation or anything like that, because he's dead anyway, and you killed me anyway. So we just both killed each other. Okay. So, but if you want to, for shits and giggles, run the leader creation table because it's in close combat. You can look at the modifiers and look at the close combat leader. Well, let me see if it's at SK. It's got to be an SK, right? Just to see what's on there. I honestly absolutely abhor the to kill and to hit tables in SK. I'm not sure why they did what they did, but I think it's kind of insulting, to be honest. But leader creation, yeah, it is in there. So you tell me what modifiers that you would have had in your leader creation and then the hex. And that should still be, it should still be on the, it looks like it's the same modifiers in your rat charts if you want to use your rat charts.
Okay, I'm using my rat charts. So it's us, die roll follows. Original 2 on the first MMC, soft rally, nope. There's a +1 base unit had morale level less than or equal to 6. +1 because he's Russian.
Correct. So roll 1 die.
Roll and die?
1 die. It says die roll because there's a little chart there. Die roll. And add 2. So you could roll a 5. So what would you have gotten?
A 5, a 7-0.
Correct. And I immediately slaughter him. And we killed each other.
Okay.
So for victory points, if this was a scenario that dealt with casualty victory points, I would have just gotten 1 more victory point for that. You would have gotten 2 for me, and I would have gotten 3 for you. So sometimes it's not good to generate a leader because all he does is generate more victory points for the enemy team. Something wonky like that, just kind of crazy. But yeah, that's a real thing.
Okay.
Man, this is getting crazy. All right, so that's the close combat phase. And again, this no sound in Twitch is just honestly really pissing me off. And then it is Russian turn 1. Rally phase. Continue the slaughter.
The smoke comes off during your next prep fire phase.
During my
correct?
prep fire phase, correct. And I got a shit ton of rally, but you have some rallies first.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I got some.
Oh yeah, self rally. There's no way in hell you're gonna rally that guy. But
Nope,
anyway.
'cause
Oh yeah, hey, you got
+4
an LMG to destroy. That's right. You have an LMG to destroy.
The self rally is the guy's morale is a 4 with a +4. There's no way you can rally him.
Wow.
And
You roll leadership. Snake Eyes rallies him.
so, LMG. I need a 1 to repair and a 6 to get rid of him.
Right. Snake Eyes will rally that unit and probably create another leader.
Oh yeah. All right, so we rally. So we're trying to rally the unit in CC 3.
Oh god damn! Do you roll anything less than higher than a 5?
I have no idea.
I got 2 leaders that need 4. We'll do Ham first. He's on the left-hand side. Nope, and the other guy? Nope. All right, I'm done. That's simple. Yeah, this game's over. Well, it's pretty much, yeah. I could drive through the woods, though. But, damn. All right, very cool.
We're good?
Yep. Well, I'm good for my rally.
Okay, I'm good for my rally. Prep fire.
This sound is crazy. There's nothing muted on OBS. Because I checked the OBS. I checked the recordings on the OBS, and the OBS sound was fine.
Okay. That track marker that we put under the 467, the 3 467s, we can delete that, right?
What are you talking about?
Or not? In DD8, there's a track marker of -1 or -2.
Why would you delete that? That's your mortar.
I have no idea.
That's your
my
mortar.
mortar.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first. Okay, mortar is firing. So now we need to 10 or less, isn't it?
No. Why would it change from any time before? What are the modifiers? What's your base to hit number on the chart? Your base to hit number.
10.
No.
Is it? 8.
No. Area target type. Mortars fire area target type. So what's your base to hit number?
Oh. Is it a 7?
All mortars fire base hit area target type. That's the only thing they fire on.
Okay. So it looks like. Oh, hold on. What's the range there? 10. 10. IFT. TH. 10. It's 7. So now it, because of the -2, it becomes a 9?
Right. You said IFT?
Yeah, I'm off. It's on the ordnance to hit table.
Right. So what are you looking at on the ordnance to hit table?
On the ordnance to hit table, I'm looking at the range of 7 to 12. Area red is 7.
Right. There you go. Because it's like 7, 7, 8, 8, and then 7, 6, whatever. It
And
gets
the
better at
modern
long. It gets better like at a medium range.
And the track marker stays because I fired on that unit before, so I should be able to hit it more easily, right?
Correct.
I fire in the 2 hit table.
Right. But what do you need to hit?
I needed a 9.
Are there any hindrances?
+1 for the brush.
Are you sure? Check the LOS. Yeah, I don't even know if it hits the brush. What's it hit?
My tank.
It hits your tank, so it's +1 for that. But you rolled a 7, which is good enough to hit anyway.
Okay.
So you need an 8 to hit him right now, until your acquisition is gone. So.
Okay. So I hit,
Hmm?
and now I hit, right? So it's again area fire. So instead of firing on the, hold on, IFT. Instead of firing on the 6, I'm half down to 4.
No, half of 6 is what?
3.
Okay, and that goes down to
2.
correct.
Okay. 2 on the IFT.
Yep.
Boom.
The guys catch the mortar rounds coming down.
Yep. And what's the break thing?
The what?
What's the break?
The break doesn't apply on when you're on the IFT because you roll to hit.
Okay.
The break only applies on the to hit.
Okay. So the BT7 will fire on DD8.
One sec here. Z2 to DD8.
Mm-hmm.
DD8. Okay. Is he gonna fire? What's he gonna fire?
It's gonna fire his main armament.
Main
Do
armament.
some damage,
Okay.
right? The gameplay is both.
I'm not sure if the smoke is a hindrance.
DD8. Okay. Hey, we
No, I
got
don't
sound
think
back.
it's gonna
Imagine that. Holy crap. Are you kidding me?
It's gonna fire his main armament. Stu, is
Main
the
armament.
smoke a hindrance there?
Right. The gameplay is both.
I don't think so. I'm not sure if the smoke.
Does it hit it? Where does it hit the smoke? How's the LOS track? Just let me. Oh my
Hey, we
god!
got
I did nothing. I did no changes to the audio. So
It
it goes
hits the hex side.
hits the hex side. So what type of hindrance is a smoke hex? What?
Ooh.
How does it?
I don't know.
How does it differ from CC8? Do you get hindrance from CC8?
Could.
You could. You either do or don't. So do you get hindrance from CC8 or do you not get hindrance from CC8? And why won't you get that?
I don't think so because the line of sight does not touch any of the brush.
What type of? And then okay, how does smoke differ from that particular brush in this instance?
Brush is inherited terrain, whereas smoke is not.
You've got say that again.
Brush is inherent terrain, where smoke is not.
You got that backwards.
Okay.
Smoke is inherent terrain. Brush is not.
Oh, brush is not.
So when you have
Okay.
inherent terrain, how does that change the way hindrances are applied?
I got no clue.
You don't know? It means you don't have to go through the hex. If you touch the hex, it applies. So even if you touch, like the little vertex on the corner, without even actually touching the hex side, it counts as hitting the smoke.
Okay.
So that's going to be
So
a
it's
+2 from the smoke.
+2 from the smoke.
Excuse me.
No problem. IFT. What am I saying? IFT again. Ordnance to hit.
Correct. So what do you
was
need to
the
hit?
range on that?
It's an
1,
8 hex
2,
range.
4, 8 hex. Okay, hold on. Infantry. It's a 6 base.
Right.
+2 for the smoke. It's 4 less.
And what else?
+2.
What else? So there's one other modifier you're missing. It's based on your tank.
Based on my tank?
Yep. You're firing your main gun, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm button up.
You're buttoned up.
+1.
So you have
So
+3
that-
total, and your base to hit is 6 because you have shitty Russian armaments. You use the red to hit numbers.
So now I need a 3.
You need a 3 to hit, correct?
Good luck, George. To hit. Missed.
Okay. So he's prepped.
HMG, or MMG actually. Same hex.
Okay. No.
So it's a no.
He's the guy. Check the LS from that. Tell me about that LOS.
LOS. Oops.
What are your modifiers, if any?
Let's do that again. He hits the brush.
Correct.
It's a +1, but doesn't hit the smoke.
Yep.
So it's a 4 + 1.
Mm-hmm.
Seven on the 4 is nada.
Okay. So what happened to your machine?
I think it's a PTC.
What was the attack?
It's a 4 + 1.
Okay. Add 1 to 6. What do you get?
8. Oh, great.
Yep.
No, actually, it's one too many.
Yeah.
So now I have rate of fire.
Correct.
IFT again.
Mm.
Now it's 6 on the 4 chart.
So a normal check, and all my guys will blow up, but you lose rate of fire, top to bottom.
Okay. Yep.
7, 5, 11. No ELR failure on that guy. And the top guy's pinned.
Okay. And now the 447. So this guy is prep fired.
This is ridiculous. Huh?
And this guy will prep fire here in FF6 to EE8.
All right.
All right. That's a 4 + 1.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
5. So one morale check.
All right, 2 6s. Break.
Okay. Going for movement.
This is ridiculous. All right, go ahead.
In U5.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Kirov retreats 1 hex. And T4 advances 1 hex.
All right.
Now, the KV1 can move.
Right.
It's the BT7 that doesn't have a radio. Actually, it's a KV2, right?
What's that?
It's the KV2. The KV2 can move,
Right.
but the BT7 can't.
Correct. Well, you fired the BT7, so he obviously can't move if he fires.
The BT7 is the one that has to roll in order to move in the first place.
Correct. But they both have mechanical reliability dice rolls as well, because they have the red movement point factors. Okay. So when you start, you have to roll like, essentially not like an 11 or 12. I don't even know what the hell it is. I'll look up here.
So you're telling me even the KV2 has to roll before he moves?
They both have to roll to make sure that their engines don't blow up. The BT7 doesn't have a radio, so he has to pass a task check to see if he can move.
Okay.
I mean, they give him a pass check of 8 instead. Yeah, so his morale is 8 for that. That's why it says dice roll 8. So they simplify it down for. I don't know why they just don't use the same language as ASL. I mean, all they have to do is use the exact same language in the scenario special rule, and be done with it. But yeah, mechanical. Oh, that's in the other book. So yeah, so if you want to move him, you may proceed.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with Petrov. Petrov is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I gotta get the little dumb booklet out. Yay! So
The ATR is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and my squad with the broken MG moves 1 back.
All right. Is a race for KB2. KB2.
KB2. I have to roll before moving.
Oh, it doesn't even have your mechanical reliability. That's right. It must be in the rules. Yeah, there we go. What am I even looking at this thing? Yep, you gotta expend a start movement point, and then you roll.
I expend a movement point and then I roll.
Yeah, because you're starting out. Yeah.
So I'm going to be rolling tax check.
Yeah, you can roll task check. You can click the task check button.
So I move 1 hex.
Nope, you start.
Start. How do I start?
You just say I'm starting. What it means if you start, I can fire on you because you're expending a movement point. And that way, if I had anybody to fire at you, I could shoot at you. But I'm not going to shoot at you because there's nobody over there. So roll your dice. Roll your dice. Roll. I'm going to find anything in here.
So it's a task check, right?
No, it's like an 11 or 12. It's something really high. I need to find the exact rule. Let's see. That way I could read it for you. And they just essentially everything's in one section. It's just redonkulous. Let's see. Vehicular movement. Oh, it might be in the regular movement instead of the vehicle section. It's probably in the movement section. Okay. Hey, I'm recording. What's up? All right, let's see. Oh, I hate dumping. Infantry movement. Let's see. Vehicle movement. Wow, I don't know why they just don't put vehicle movement in the vehicle section because they have everything else there. All right, it's got to be in this long, drawn-out paragraph, drawn-out section, 3.32 of 12 paragraphs. Let's see. Vehicles with red numbers suffer from mechanical reliability. Each time a vehicle with a red movement point number expends a start movement point or makes a successful motion attempt, its owner must make a dice roll. If a 12 is rolled or an 11 for some Russian vehicles, see Russian vehicle notes, the AFA has suffered a mechanical breakdown and is immobilized. So, roll it, and if it's an 11, we'll look it up because I didn't see it.
All right. I'm going to roll a DR. If that's okay with you?
Yep, do whatever you want. An 8. So you start it successfully and doesn't blow up.
Doesn't blow up.
It'd be interesting to know what vehicles roll an 11. I'm not sure. It's not like they have a whole slew of Russian vehicles.
So the way I learned how to move these vehicles in ASL is 1, 2.
Where were you? In S5?
Yeah.
It takes 1 to start, so it's 1 there.
Oh,
and then you move forward
1,
for 2, and then 3. Yeah.
2, 3. 4.
Right.
5. 6. 7. 8. And 9.
Okay. And you are in motion.
I am in motion.
Because
I have not stopped.
You have not expended a movement point to stop, so you are in motion and suffer all penalties thereof.
Okay. Do we have any motion counters here?
Yeah, it should be there.
Motion.
I don't see any vehicles in here that say 11. Why would they even bother to state that if they don't include vehicles? None of the Russian vehicles break down on 11. Why would they even mention that? Interesting. Interesting. Because if you see vehicle notes, then you're just going to see vehicle notes anyway. So, oh my god. All right, so he's in motion. He's not going to be able to hit a damn thing, but it doesn't matter because all my units are broken. All right, next guys.
I think I moved everyone I could move.
Okay. Oh, good deal. Well, you have a unit in DD7.
And DD7?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I moved him.
The 426 in the smoke.
Oh, I have a in DD7?
Correct.
Oh, darn. Jeez. I completely forgot about him. Ah, he's gonna stay there.
Okay, cool. It will go then to the defensive fire phase. Oh, sorry, that was a moon phase, defensive fire phase. All right, let's malfunction some machine guns. We're going to fire the FF7 tank adjacent. Both machine guns will fire. That will be 16 firepower plus 2. Straight on the IFT. An 8 on the 16 is probably a 1 morale check. 8 on the 16 is a 1 morale check. For the unit in FF6. And he will break. Alright, the main gun will fire at the same location. It is going to be a, well, in the starter kit, you look on the chart, and it adds all the modifiers for whatever reason. But anyway, infantry target type is adjacent. My gun is a 75 star. And so 1 hex range is a base 10 to hit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Base 10 to hit because it's on the infantry target type. The critical hit will be a 5, but I am +1 button up. +2 for terrain effect modifier. So that needs a 7 to hit. A critical hit will occur on a 3 or less. So it has to be less than half. So a 7, half is 3.5, so it has to be 3. So if I roll a 3, you're going to get blown to smithereens. If I roll a 7, you're just going to get hit. And a 10 will not hit. And there's no rate. So the tank is fired. The squad will fire 8+2 at the same location. I'm just going to bark a final fire on this bad boy. 8+2, same location. And the prep is unnecessary. 8+2, no effect because he cowers. And that's a 9 is nothing. These guys are DM'd. It's nothing. Let's see. I have... Both of these squads will fire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They will fire adjacent. So that will be, one unit will be 8. The other one will be 4 because one unit on top is doubled. And the unit down below is doubled in halves because he's pinned. So that will be a 12 firepower. You do get the smoke. So it's going to be a 12+2. On that unit, so it's a 7 on the 12th chart, which would be 1 morale check.
Correct. 6 or less. Breaks.
Yeah, and you don't. Yeah, actually, it's a fail ELR, but there's no ELR penalty in starter kit for conscript units. So he breaks. I don't need to waste any more fire on him because he's just going to die. Let's see. What can I see? I can't see anything with that guy. I will I'm going to turn the turret on the tank in E6. Like right there. And then we will fire machine guns, point blank. That will be coaxial machine guns only because the bow machine guns won't have to go with the vehicle. And that would be the bow machine guns will fire into DD5 and EE5. So the coaxial machine guns will fire at 4. I moved it 2 hex spines. And it's a slow turret, so it's a +2 for the first one on your chart. Because it's acting like you're to hit, but this will go directly on the IFT. And it's a slow turret, +2 for the first hex, and then +1 for each additional hex thereafter. So that will be a +3 just by turning my turret, and a +2 for your building. So it's going to be an 8 + 5. Not very good, but I just want to get my tank turret headed that way so you can't route for free, essentially. And then the I don't know if I could see that guy way back. Where's my tank? Way back there. There's no way. There's no way. All right, the unit in DD6. I think that's a Panzer 2F. The Panzer 2F in DD6. B is gone. Delete. And it's a 2F. Gone. We'll fire his infantry firepower equivalent and his coaxial machine gun. 8 firepower on Y3. There is a tank in the way, so that's a +1 hindrance. And then we also have your terrain effect modifier in Y3 as +2, so that will be an 8 +3 shot on you. And that will malfunction my gun, of course. Oh, there's no counter on there. This has been a fun game so far. I can't roll crap. Where's the mouth? Mouth right here. 9 armament mouth. Okay. All right, and then we'll fire the CC6 unit. The 37mm will fire on him first. That is a to hit roll. I am buttoned up, and you are in a wooden building. That will make a +3 to hit modifier. Net. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes away. So you are in the 1 to 6 range of the to hit chart. You are infantry, and there's +3 to hit. So I need a 5 to hit you. To hit is a 9, so I miss with a gun. I will fire both machine guns at the exact same target. That will be an 8 +2, similar to the vehicle before, but he has nobody in blocking his, hindering his fire. That's an 8 +2. And my tanks are absolute utter garbage in getting effect rolls. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Your advanced fire. That's all I got.
None. No advancing fire.
Okay, route phase.
I guess the units up here, they die.
Which units? Let's get rid of your preps.
FF6 and DD7.
FF6. Let me get FF6 and DD7. What does FF6 die? DD7
FF6?
dies. He's surrounded by guys. He's just gone. Yep. Why does FF6 die?
He's adjacent to a known enemy units and surrounded.
Okay, why can't he go to he can go to GG, right? He can low crawl. You can either route or you can low crawl. If you low crawl, you get 1 hex. If you route, you can go multiple hexes, but suffer interdiction.
Low crawl, right there.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And my units get to route. They can't even route to a leader because it's overstacked. Oh, they might be able to go over there. No, he can't. 2, 4. We'll just go. We'll go 2 and then 4 back here. 10 out of 12 squads are broken and destroyed. All right. Wow. That's simply amazing. All right. So that's it for me for my route. Your advanced phase.
That's it.
Okay. And then close combat phase is nothing.
My unit that's in CC3, he's no longer DM, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh wait, I might be hitting a key.
I deleted him. I deleted the DM counter.
That's fine. Well, that turn didn't go quite as well as we had planned. Only lost 3 tanks. The other one with the main armament malfunction, I think. Yeah, something like that. And what happened with the infantry and what the hell happened? You could say, Stu, you moved them in stacks. Yeah, I kind of did. But a 4+1, yeah, I'll take a 4+1 to get my guys up in his face, demoralize him, crush him, eradicate that front line. Gone. You put him in front, I'll eradicate it. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. So anyway, let's see how the Germans rebound in this one. It's a tough one. The Germans only had 2 leaders to begin with. Leadership is the #1 thing you need. #1. So let's see how I rebound, if I do, in the further turns. Thanks for watching, and join us next time on Vaseline with Stu.